everybody, my name's Elena Roberts. I'm a realtor with Rented Home, and today I'm going to speak to you about the couple of biggest mistakes that I feel people make when they're selling their homes. So the first one, I think, is forgetting the outside of your house. So everybody usually knows to do the inside of their house. Maybe you need to repaint, maybe you need to organize, declutter, etc. Maybe you're going all out doing new floors, a new kitchen, new bath. That's fantastic. However, some people are forgetting the outside, the curb appeal of the house. So this, I think, needs to be brought up. Recently, I've shown a couple of houses that have been done and beautiful, and when you drive up, it doesn't have that same warm and fuzzy wow factor we were expecting because the outside wasn't done. One of them even still had gravel from doing renovations, and it's an older home, so it wasn't in a new it wasn't in a new subdivision. It is an older home. So please take a second and look at the outside of your home. What needs to be done to freshen it up, to make it look spectacular and shiny and new? You could paint the door, you could paint around the windows, put some grass seed down, put some sod, make sure it's all swept. That maybe you want to spray a hose around the eaves troughs even. Also, I know some people do not like to plant and do not like to landscape. However, buy a couple easy plants, flower plots, and then throw some mulch in, maybe some black mulch, just to make everything pop. This makes a huge difference. When somebody drives up, they are going to see the front is outstanding as well as the inside. So to me, this is sometimes forgotten, and what I'm going to do is now show you some video of before and after of a couple of places where this was done. So the houses were getting ready to sell, and clients went ahead and fixed the front that was maybe left, like just overgrown, or you didn't have time to do it, whatever the case is. So let's go ahead and view those so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so what we needed to do to this house is just clean up some of the debris from the fall, sweep the front porch. The windows had been cleaned, but there was a lot of leaves that hadn't been taken care of, and the flower beds were looking a little rough. So that was one of the suggestions I had made, which they did do. You'll see in the upcoming pictures. The back of the house, the windowsills needed to be redone, and the board and batten needed to be painted. So here's where they had cleaned up everything in the front. So it showed beautifully. And then they painted the whole back of the house, remulched everything, and took out all of the old dead plants. Here's an example, a few photos of somebody who has a cute little cottage type house, and they hadn't done anything for a year to the outside at all. So it was pretty overgrown. So basically they just needed to a little bit of care outside. Now, if you can't do it, there are people that do these services for you, landscaping, even just weeding, mulching, that kind of thing. But the difference, as you can see, is spectacular. It really does make the property stand out, especially this lovely front porch, I think, in my opinion. Next, I want to speak to you about windows. Clean your windows. And it's one of those jobs that some people do and they're great at it. I personally do it. I am not great at it. It's not my favorite job, I'll tell you that. But it does make a difference when you clean the inside, outside, and screens if you do have them. So the clean part of your windows is great, but if you don't love doing it, hire somebody. It's relatively inexpensive, and when I'm in the house showing your property and we look out to see your backyard, your side yard, or just check on the neighbors to see what the neighborhood's like, it is going to make a huge difference if everything is clean. If it hasn't been cleaned in a couple of years, they actually look cloudy. So I've been in a house recently where it was a nice sunny day. We went in, there wasn't a lot of light in the house, to be honest. It was older, so sometimes they don't all have overhead lighting. So we went into one of the bedrooms and we both said, wow, is it gonna rain? Is it cloudy all of a sudden? No, the windows just weren't clean, but it made a big difference because we weren't sure if it was the room and we needed to add some lights. So clean the windows or hire someone to clean the windows. So those are my couple of hints to get your house ready to sell. Prepare the outside, landscape, paint, clean, and clean your windows. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope you see what I mean when I showed you the differences in a couple of houses. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on my Facebook page, my website, or go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel when I speak about tips for sellers and information about Brock Township. Thanks so much for joining me and have a great day.